Yeah, we're live.
So, hello guys and welcome to round 16 of the LMP2 series in Gavra Racing. And tonight we are at Fuji for the final round of the season and the final round of the Project Cars 2 Championships in Gavra. And joining me, as usual, is the fabulous Chris.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
And we're just waiting for.
Let me just quickly get
waiting for some
all
view.
the stuff set up.
Oh,
Suki's already disconnected.
Oh, for God's sake, it's just
looking...
gone live on my Facebook as well. I think every stream. I shared a link 14 minutes ago. Yeah, every stream I've been doing.
I think that's standard for this. I'm quickly checking the standings now, and the championship leaders, or the championship win, is actually wide open between Cashnet and Pirelli. Sig at this point doesn't have a chance to win. Let's maybe get the exact points up.
And at this point in time, we're just coming through practice sessions now, so we're gonna see what the lap times are like here tonight. And looking at the weather conditions, weather forecast for the race, it is said to be raining at some point in the race. And it looks to be medium rain, well, normal rain, not light.
But it will be interesting because if it starts dry, people are on dry tires and then switch to wet when it actually gets wet. But
yeah,
you know, you could have people who start on wet, but their tires will be about 300 degrees by the first corner.
Yeah, have you got the standings up?
Yes, it's Pirelli in first with 346 points, Cashnet in second with 339 points. So it's a 7-point difference. Which means if Pirelli is in second or higher, he wins the championship. Cashnet has to be in first, and Pirelli in third to win the championship. Sig is in third with 280 points, he is out of contention now. Flip is in fourth with 161, Siphonite in fifth with 153, Lonnie in sixth with 153, so this will be a fight between them for the fifth spot on the championship leaderboard. Then it's Mark in 7th with 135 points, Razy in 8th with 134, so there's a 1-point gap there, which means they'll also be fighting for the 7th spot in the championship. And then it's ID4 in 9th with 97 points, Interceptor in 10th with 82, Nico in 11th with 55, Hajka of Sweden in 12th with 50 points, Yeversdog in 13th with 42, Suki in 14th with 36, Mike in 15th with 31, so Suki and Mike will also be fighting. Matteo is in 16th with 30 points, but he's not racing anymore. Endex in 17th with 29 points, Aguilator in 18th with 23 points, Gaming VR in 19th with 21 points, and rounding off the championship is ARMJ with 11 points. I don't see any LLP points, so everyone should be competing for the entire weekend, or the entire session.
I know.
We can go to team standings if you want as well.
Yeah. As you're going through that, I've just checked my phone, and someone's selling a KA monster truck.
Pardon?
You know a Ford KA?
Yeah?
I've just checked my phone, and someone's selling a Ford KA monster truck.
How much?
1,500 quid.
That's actually not bad for a monster truck.
I'll show you a photo of it. Anyway, carry on your stream.
Okay. But team standings, Ferrari B team have already won it. They're almost at 700 points. Durex team in second with 357. Project Speed in third with 315. I also think Durex team and Project Speed should stay where they are. HLB in 4th with 288, Pacific Rim Racing in 5th with 181, TPR in 6th with 175, in 7th it is ESR with 114, 8th is BM Racing with 52, and 9th is FM Racing, which is 32 points.
Yeah, so
the championship is a little bit more leaning towards Ferrari, because, you know, if he's second, he wins the championship.
yeah. So,
And Cashner doesn't actually have to win
close.
to even stand a chance. Pardon?
It is quite close.
Yes.
And,
But if you look at the first half of the championship, you wouldn't think it would be this close. Oh,
no.
Suki's having a lot of lag.
Yep, as, she's a bit drifty. She's turning into a drift car.
But that corner there is quite hard, that right-hander, because it's very sharp, but it's also pretty blind, so you can't really see if there's anything.
Oh, we got a bit of lag.
Okay, let's get off of that. But because you can't actually look into the corner, we'll see Pirelli go into it now, and I will also quickly go on the bonnet. Here you can see it. There's absolutely nothing you can see though.
It's a blind
and
corner.
you just have to do that. Yeah, you have to do that completely by feeling. And this one too. I mean, if I show it from cockpit, you can see how little they can see. So if there's anything in the way there, you know, they will only see that last second.
The final corner and the third to last corner is probably the hardest corners in these cars, because you've got that pillar blocking your view.
But I think the last corner isn't too bad, because spinning off there, you just spin off to the side. But that third to last corner, if you spin there, you spin back onto the track. So that's probably where it's worth it.
I'm watching Pirelli's fuel gun now. He started the lap on 2.4, just to see what he can do.
Oh, okay, then let's. Let me also quickly put my lights on. It is pretty dark now. 2.4 in the beginning. Is he actually going to make this lap?
Yes. I think he will.
We
Also,
still
if you
got
wanna...
about a third of a lap to go. Yeah?
If you want to see what that thing looks like.
Oh yeah, I'll do that now. Okay, can you tell me what his end was at the end of the lap?
Oh, this is close. He's on about 2.5, I think it was.
So
2.5, 2.4.
0.5 right now, but he's still got the entire straight to go, so... Oh, he spins it out of the last corner. Okay, that's not a monster truck. That's just riced.
No, it is a monster truck, really.
Well... That's like calling something like... that's not a monster truck. We both know that's not a monster truck. You can call it a monster truck, but it's not a monster truck.
Does it have race suspension?
Raised suspension means nothing. Raised suspension means nothing. I mean, people put raised suspension on Hummers. That doesn't make it a monster truck.
Mm.
But putting raised suspension on a Hummer to me is just so unnecessary. Oh, and I've forgotten to check what Jevers-Dog's beginning fuel is. Here, we'll check with ID4. So it's 11.2 across the line. Let's say then 10 liters. So it could actually be around 2.6 or something like that, because Pirelli almost ran out of fuel, and if it's on the straight, then it could actually be 2.3 or something. But Flip is actually pretty high up and Sig pretty low down. I don't know if Sig's maybe made a few mistakes here and there, or if he's not, you know, this isn't his favorite track or something, but... Oh, there's Suki again. Oh, ID4 spins it. Almost actually yelled at, pretty neat. But now we don't get to check your fuel! Okay, we can't check with him because he's done, okay. We'll have to check your quality.
Yeah.
Wait, huh? Did you see that? There's one of those pit things that tell you where you're supposed to stop on the right side there.
Nope.
I'll see if I can't get it with, not Sig, who's still coming up? Not you, Lonnie. Wait, look on the right side now, on the right side of the screen. With the next camera angle. Here. Wait, yeah, on the right side, right next to where it says practice complete. For me at least.
Okay,
Well, in any case, that is practice over.
So, practice results is Pirelli on fastest with a 127.6, then cashing it with a 127.7, flipping a 128.8, no 7 I mean, Yellow's dog with a 129.7, so it's quite spread out.
But now's where it counts.
Mate, I didn't see it on the stream.
Oh. Gaming VR has already got a penalty, which is probably for speeding in the pit lane, which is pretty embarrassing. Which means that he forgot to put his pit limiter on.
Yes. That is very true.
I mean, to get a penalty for something like that, that's just very irritating, I think. This is also something rather needless. We see Razy going around the track.
We're coming up to, well, coming up to the first few laps to get set by drivers now at in the qualified stages. The first person on the track is Pirelli, so Pirelli's gonna probably quite a low amount of fuel here, and he's gonna, well, we're not gonna do a fuel test on this one because he's gonna go all out on this now. So,
yeah, but I mean, if you know what like the maximum usage is, like what really or the minimum amount of time that they can stay out is, you can sort of tell a little bit what the strategies might be.
Pirelli is onto his first flying lap now. I'm dropping into turn
5.4.
And he gets to the exit out of the corner, going down towards the left hand here. Whereas in the stream yesterday, if you guys saw, he's actually done a little bit of braking there. The GT3s were able to go through it and by letting off, and but then they have less downforce.
They have less downforce and they go slower.
Yeah, they go slower. But now going down towards the end, midway part of sector 2. That's the end of sector 2, and we're dropping in towards the chicane here. It's going to be a good place for overtakes, as we saw yesterday in the GT3s. So now exiting sector 2 and on to sector 3. Blind corner here. I don't want to go too wide as you go over the curb and get your lap invalidated. Take a wide line out of into this corner here, and then get the curb at the end. Joanna's just disconnected again, and then take a wide line and get the apex at the right at the end on the final corner, and then down towards the line now. And we're going to see a lap time of 1:25. 27.
He used 2.6 liters of fuel.
Yeah. So the 1:27.7, and cashing it slower than him by 0.2 of a second. So that's going to be close. And Pirelli's still on an improvement here. But will he make it to the end of the lap?
Oh, no, because he's only got 1.9 to go.
This lap looks a lot cleaner than last lap. So I could see this going to him crossing the line with 0 litres. Going into sector 2 now. Is he still up? He's 0.5 of a second up.
But as you can actually see, Cashnet is slower than him. So
yep.
Pirelli is definitely looking a lot more dominant this second half of the season.
This is going to be close to see if Pirelli can make it to the line on 0.7
He will just
litres.
make it. He will make it, but just.
0.6. 0.3. Across the line
no,
to improve by 0.4 of a second. To improve by a little bit more. But,
and Sig's actually gone faster than Cash.
Oh, Sig.
So yeah, this isn't looking very good for Cashnet then.
No.
Oh, Suki's
just
disconnected
come out
again.
of the pit lane now, so you never know.
But it will be interesting to see what kind of strategies these guys use, because they might actually be running on their wet setups now. And if they are, it will. I mean, if you drive a dry setup and a wet setup, it will obviously feel very different. But a wet setup just has a little bit more downforce and such things.
Mm.
But also typically a little bit higher off the ground. And all the suspension and stuff like that will be set up for more grip instead of straight line speed.
Yeah. But now we're going into the final few minutes of qualifying. And Pirelli still ahead of the grid. And, we haven't seen Suki rejoin into the session yet, so I don't know if she left the session, disconnected, or what. And also Mike hasn't set a lap. But Cash is onto his lap.
She disconnected,
now.
but I don't know if she's going to join back.
I saw she rejoined, but I don't know if she joined back into the session. Cash is up by 0.2 of a second, already into sector 2, and trying to keep the car in the straightest race line possible as we go down towards the end.
But this second, the lines are weird, because if you look at that that last corner, you would think that it would be like a lot closer to the right side of the turn, but it's actually a lot closer to the left side because of the very sharp exit.
Yeah.
It is a sort of double apex type of
So Cashnet is up by 0.3 of a second, and that will put him into second place at the moment. Has he got anything on Pirelli coming into the final sector now? He's trying to get a good exit. And you've got to remember that Pirelli actually was letting off. He didn't shift up again because of the amount of fuel he had left. So possibility is that Cashnet can complete this lap and possibly another lap if he wants to go for it.
Actually, if he completes a second lap and he does it the exact same way, he should
Cashnet,
theoretically be
0.1 of a
faster.
second now.
But if he does put another lap in now, he will just make it on fuel. But he should theoretically be quicker, because he has less fuel. It just makes the car slightly more handleable and straight line speed just slightly faster. But obviously, if you look at 3 litre difference, it won't really give you all too much, because that's what 3 litres is, almost 3 kilograms of fuel. It's actually slightly heavier.
Mm.
This is all up to catching it now to see what stands a good chance. He's up by 3/10. I just hope that he hasn't been burning too much fuel through the lap.
He should be fine.
Because by the first corner he was at 2.6, which is what...
I don't think he will be fine. Actually, yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maybe not, actually. This could be close.
Bit of roulette. Ah, he'll make it.
And that is...
0.3.
Oh, it is pole.
That is pole position.
And
Pirelli can't go out unless he is already
Pirelli's
out.
out on track.
Let's see, where is he?
Pirelli is on a lap as well.
So this is all to
he
Pirelli
pushed that
now.
car so hard there from the final corner. So he's now pushing the car.
Because he doesn't have enough fuel. Ah, yeah, he knows.
No, he had enough fuel, but he just weren't quick enough, I don't think.
Yeah.
So Pirelli going to start from second place.
Let's see what Sig can do then.
Sig's going to take the
okay.
the pit lane, and a line that I don't like people taking, which is going for a straight line into the pit lane.
But Yeverstock coming across the line now.
Yeverstock down in 5th place, and we haven't seen him in the sectors, but he's going to look. Oh, he's quick, but he hasn't improved.
Yeah, he did improve by 2/10.
2/10.
Who is still out? Lonnie is coming across the line as I believe third to last. Oh, and somebody spun it there. I think that's Aguilator. Oh, okay. Yeah, Aguilator. Hatchcock Sweden, the last actually. Huh?
Come on.
Well, it's spelled Hadjacker. I don't know if it's supposed to be hijacker, but also just quitting.
Yeah, might actually be.
He's going slowly though. Giving us a bit of a track tour.
Ah, Joanna is in the session, so she's gonna be starting for the back of the grid. If her internet's disabled. Out of fuel. Don't know what Mike's trying to do here. There's we're going to give you the results of the qualifying results. Is cashing it on pole for 127.1. Then it's Pirelli with 127.3. Down to Sig taking third place with a 127.5. Flip quite a high qualifying position for him with a 128.0. Yeverstock with a 128.7. Lonnie with a 129.1. ID4 with a 129.2, then Aguilate with a 129.5, Allo Champs with a 129.6, AA Reezy with a 129.7, Hijack with a 129.8, ARMJ with a 129.9, and didn't see who else is below him.
Okay, as we line up for the
final formation of the season.
Of the entire season for every single
well, I found out that LMP,
league.
I found out GT3 don't do it. Or GT4s, or Clios, or the.
Well, I should hope that you know whether GT4s do it or not.
To be honest, I don't care. I don't care. I don't notice. We probably do. That's probably why I get good results.
Yeah.
So I just go.
Yeah. You just have to drive full speed anyways because... Ooh, shots fired. Driving at formation speed is your top speed. Ha ha ha. So everyone just setting up their fuel. We can do fuel runs once the formation lap has started, but I'm interested actually how this battle with Pirelli and Cashin is gonna go. because we know
Don't
that.
get me started
Oh
on
wait,
that,
look at the right side. Look at the right side of the map of the camera right now. What do you see there?
Everyone's
Bottom
sitting
right.
down.
Wait, let me check on the stream because that looks really weird.
Take a photo of it on your phone, show me.
Oh no, you don't see it, but okay. I'll just send. Okay.
Send me on Instagram quickly.
Yeah.
So I think we're about to go and start the formation lap with 5 seconds to go. We have 2 minutes to set it up, and yes, there we go. So formation lap going to be Cashner going to put them at 75.
Oh, I can't get a photo of it. Okay. To me, it is really funny to just see all the cars swerving around at the back there. But Cashner will have the temporary advantage going into the first corner because he does decide what pace people will be driving at. Obviously, if he drives at 70 kilometers per hour at the end, he's got a lot of wiggle room to 120, so he could speed up a little bit before the lights actually go green. Let's hop on board with Sig then for the race start because he will be right behind the race leaders, or the championship leaders I should say. But Sig is sort of in no man's land if you look at it because he's got almost 100 points gap in front and about 80 points gap behind. So he is really sort of in the middle of nowhere with points. But that will mean a secure third for him.
So we're coming up to the final corner now. ARMJ's got a penalty.
Oh. Let's see.
How has it got a penalty on the formation there?
Contact?
5 seconds. Oh yeah, 5 seconds for contact. But no, we're about to go to the start of the race, and if we want to go third person, I think we're going to double formation, maybe single.
Let's go on track side then. Yeah, I think they're trying to get into double formation.
Cash is trying to be a rolling roadblock. Oh, Cash is just dropped back. Huh?
No, that was lag. That was very weird lag. That was lag.
Yeah.
No, we're going single formation.
Single formation or double? Oh.
Oh, Sig, watch out. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with Cash, and he can go so slowly over the line and speed up before it's gone green. Yeah, they see. Exactly what I said. But this has given a penalty to Sig and Pirelli. But that was a bit of a... No, I think that will be a claim because... That was unneedlessly slow, but...
Oh, contact!
A lot of contact at the back there, but I think back to the front few people.
Oh, contact, someone spun, I think. Nope.
No, nobody spun, but a little bit of contact here and there. Which seems too bad off.
Everyone's putting the championship to the line.
Ooh, 3 wide there!
3 wide! ARMJ going down the inside of Breezy, his teammate. And then going down the inside of Gavra Racing.
That was a bit of argy-bargy though.
ARMJ being a bit naughty with the overtakes there. He made the 3-1 overtake and then just chucked it down the inside of Gaming VR. And
it wasn't the cleanest,
Gaming VR's teammate Mike is now looking for a place on Racing.
Oh, he's almost got it though.
Yeah.
But Cashner has already cleared a pretty big gap, but it is Pirelli and Sig battling for second. That will definitely be a claim against Cashner because that was just unneedlessly slow. and that did sort of force everyone to bunch up stupidly, and obviously contact from behind gave, and contact in front gave Pirelli a 5-second time penalty, which means he will have to have a 5-second gap to Sig. But Flip is now getting in the mix of things here. Let's get back to him.
Yeah, so Flip is trying to get past. We're actually trying to battle Pirelli and Sig here for position.
It's more of a battle between Flip and Pirelli.
Oh, there's a car off. That would be ID4.
That'll be Joanna.
Nope, ID4.
ID4?
Yeah, he was off in the wall. And Pirelli.
Gaming VR now ahead of Ray Casey Riddle.
We've still got the laggy car with Joanna.
Oh, and somebody's been taken off. That would be
Reezy.
Reezy.
Reezy. I think that was lag between Joanna.
Yeah. Flip has now
fallen.
Oh, and Cashnit spun it! Wait, Cashnit spun it? I thought so. This is fantastic news for Pirelli.
Cashnit's just lost a place to Yeves though.
Yeah, for Pirelli this is fantastic, but he has to keep that 5-second gap to Cashnit then.
Yeah,
he has to finish in front of him or one place behind him.
Just within 5 seconds.
But he has to finish either ahead of him or one place below him. He cannot finish any lower than one place below him if it's between first and second. Obviously, at the very bottom of the table it would be different, but this is at the top of the table, so for Pirelli this is actually pretty good news. But for Katarina, I guess we'll never know what happened. We went back to Flip, and then he was just there in the wall. But yeah, Katarina's got a lot of damage though, I think.
Yeah. I think he actually hit the wall. I don't think he actually hit the wall. I think he just lost it and then just.
I think he got hit by Sig though.
No, because he had a big gap over Sig.
Yeah, but you can see though he's going He's going very slowly, and he's got a lot of understeer. So yeah, he's definitely got damage. Whether that's wing damage or suspension damage, I don't know. But I think it's only wing damage.
Oh, Sig's got a penalty.
Does Sig got a penalty? Let's see.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Oh, it's Cashnit.
Cashnit now up the inside of Yeversdog. Can't get the gas down early though, as Yeversdog did have the better line there. Cashnit tucking back into the slipstream. Not pitting though, curious. Had to get back in the pits. He also in the pits after the first lap. Cyclone in the pits as well. Oh, Cashnit just sending it down the inside of Yeversdog. Now got Lonnie in his sights, but he is 8 seconds behind Sig and Pirelli. This will be a bit of a catch-up race though for Cashnit. He had a fantastic start, but that was also partly due to him slowing everyone down. But after that fantastic start, he has gone very downhill very quickly. Flip's still actually also managing to hold on to the front group there, still just within 2 seconds of them. Doing the Project Speed Boys proud. But his teammate Cypherlight won't be all too happy in 15th place now. But he's not really getting a very good run out of the last corner. He's just losing time. That is something that they should also improve though for the if there is going to be a next project car, the timer, because it jumps and then on a straight it just jumps down.
Yeah.
So you lose about a tenth and then suddenly you gain 2 tenths if what the timing is saying is correct. But he is actually gone. He has gone 500ths quicker there.
Yeah, and
of his best lap.
Kashnir has actually lost some time. Yeah, you were saying about him being slow. He is slow. He's lost 4 seconds over his teammate.
Yeah. I don't know if it's wing damage or if that really just shook him up and he's now just taking it careful. Maybe preparing himself mentally more for the wet part of the race. Maybe if he has got damage, I think he's maybe saving that for when the rain comes, because then he can put on wet tyres and repair instead of having to go now. That will lose you actually a lot more time. Oh, as Lonnie has gone very wide in the exit there.
Yeah.
Cash sort of forced the error there with mind control. We actually do see a lot of people going two by two. Cashnet and Lonnie still very close to each other. Lonnie looking for the slipstream. 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Lonnie can't really make a move of that though. Cashnet holding that inside line very well. But Lonnie will have the slipstream through this first sector, which is very quick. Lonnie losing a lot of time to that long turn there. Lonnie does seem to be a little bit quicker on these straights though, maybe a little bit less downforce, which will not help him when the rain comes. The front three are actually within 2 seconds of each other. Go back here to... Oh wait, Freddy's overtaken Sig!
Yeah, yeah.
Sig must have made a mistake somewhere. Pirelli is now in front and in clean air, which means he... Oh, the rain is actually starting to come down already, and so dropped that on the screen. But, Joanne was disconnected.
See anything on screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very small droplet, but it was a droplet indeed. Maybe when we get back to the third sector. Yeah, you see it. You see it?
Oh yeah, getting a bit of rain.
But this is very light flour and it won't really do all too much. But now that Pirelli has got a bit of clean air, maybe he can actually do something with that. His teammate is still 9 seconds away from him though. And so for his But this will actually probably be the best finish for Flip.
Yeah.
Because he's ahead of Cash in it, and he's still actually pretty close to the front runners, so this could be a very good race for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Sig got his penalty though. If you go wide there on that exit, you will get a penalty, as Aguilator's got a penalty. 1 second, so that's corner cutting, or track extending, or one or the other. There's a battle a bit further back between ARMJ and Aguilator. ARMJ just looking for the best spot to overtake, which is normally this will happen here if you can line it up well.
Yeah, if you can get that.
You have to be very close. Taking the inside line there, it does get you, you can brake later, but on the exit you are very compromised, and then you've got the entire straight, so it's a bit of a, if you think you can, you can, if you think you can't, you can't. But ARMJ does have the slipstream here. Can he make something of that going into first corner? No. He does take a little bit of a wider line on the entrance, which will help him out on the exit.
Yeah.
Still sticking in the slipstream.
Yeah, as you were saying, we had a few messages coming to the stream, and that was Joanna. She was just saying how the lag, it's the worst she's ever seen it.
Yeah, but I mean, I've also never seen anything like that. I mean,
in the 15 years she's been doing sim racing.
Yeah. But I mean, I've also never seen that in the couple of weeks I've been commentating. So
Yeah.
the rain is definitely getting worse. RMJ backing off a little bit from Anchor later. Jeva's talking, hello champ. Getting a little bit chummy up ahead. Really has actually started to increase that gap to Sig. This has probably actually been the best race start that we've ever seen. At least in this series. As we enter the first 15 minutes done.
Yeah.
Almost.
So 15 minutes in. Borelli's leading the way, and Cashlet is down into fourth place. So that's not where we expected him to be. We expected to see him at this point. We expected him to be at the front bar.
We expected
yeah.
him and Pirelli, but now he does seem to have to catch up. But it seems Flip-Flop's made a bit of a mistake because he is now 4 seconds off the lead.
Yeah.
But if he and Cashnet start fighting a lot, that will help Pirelli.
Wait, Cashlet is actually closing in. Cashlet is actually closed in the gap. His spine was down to 5, and that rain is getting worse.
Yeah, but there's no trails yet, so
no,
they won't have to bit the wets yet.
I can probably
further back, there is quite a battle between these two. These two? I think so. Very close to each other. Although Champ's just sticking in the slipstream of
that pit lane is getting very wet now.
Yeah.
And
those Mercedes mechanics starting to run the numbers.
And it's going to be a decision between. Could be a decision for these guys if it's better to stay out for the rest of the fuel and they go on to the, or hope that the rain doesn't come down that heavy.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can time it well, you can actually might be able to hit the lap before, heat your tires up, because when you have your wet tires, they are cold as ice. I don't know why, but every time I've had wet tires, they always begin cold. So if you can have a lap that's relatively dry, heat your tires up, and then if you can have a lot of luck, you'll get out at the same time as the rain. As the gap to Pirelli from Sig is actually growing quite big now. It's down to 2 seconds instead of just 1.5. Oh, yep, very wide there. That will allow Allo Champs to get close. And on possibly the longest straight of the calendar, that is not something you want. Yeah, but Allo Champs getting very close now. 3/10. Can he make a wonderful dive bomb into first? 1/10, and he goes for it, and he's passed. I did not expect that.
No. So that was a very opposite, very odd location to make an overtake there, and somehow has made it.
It was very good overtake.
Yeah, very good overtake, but it's very odd. I've never seen that overtake that will go in and go through that corner. And
first corner.
Well, I haven't seen any battles, any overtakes go on into turn 1 that I've completed.
And as Danny Avocado has said once, sometimes you just gotta lick the stamp and send it. But if you look at the last lap differences between Sig and Pirelli, Sig was only faster by 0.06 of a second.
Yeah.
So there's really not really much of a pace difference there, but this lap it seems will be the death of Sig. As we wait and see what this lap brings. Gone slower than his last lap, while Pirelli's actually gone faster by almost 4/10. So Pirelli is definitely finding the wet conditions to be much more of his suiting, as Flip is behind Cashner now.
Yeah.
So Cashner is also quite liking the new wet conditions. Won't be very wet, but they will start noticing they can't really push a lot harder than, or as hard as they could in the
I'm about to say, is that a
dry.
spray already? But no, that was casually looking at.
Yeah.
But no, so we're coming up for 20 minutes into the stream and into the race. You're, I think by about 5 minutes remaining, I think we're gonna have the possible spray of the tyre.
Yeah.
Coming up.
But it will be interesting though, because when it rains, you do use a little bit less fuel, because you want to get less wheel spin, so you get on the throttle slightly later, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see what the fuel usage will be then.
Yeah.
Because if it's significantly lower, then obviously people can stay out for longer and that sort of thing, which may actually make a one-stop possible then. Then you will have to do a lot of fuel saving. As Flip saw last race.
Yeah.
Where he so nearly had I believe it was a race win. He so nearly had.
Yeah. But you win some, you lose some, and unfortunately that one he sort of lost.
Nobody really very close now, except for Cashner, who is closing in quite drastically on Pirelli and Sig. Because remember, just a few laps ago he was on 9 seconds to Pirelli, and now he is at 4 seconds.
But Cashner is trying to push those tyres into the ground a lot more and close it onto the back of Sig and try and make an overtake. But really,
This is still pretty good though in terms of rally, because Sig does have a time penalty, which will, if Cashner is close, give him first place if it were to end like this, and Pirelli would also lose that, which would give Cashner the championship win. But if Sig and Cashner start fighting, which I know they will, Sig can sometimes give a very good fight, then we could actually see a bit of a gap form to Pirelli, because obviously Sig will start taking defensive lines and they will both be slowed up by it.
Yeah, and that's the major problem with the wet weather.
I mean, we can check if anyone's got more penalties. ARMJ now at 10 seconds. Being a very naughty boy, not really looking at...
I think he made a bit of contact at the start of the race.
Yeah.
So we sort of just made contact and then made the contact again.
But Sig is also catching up, so I think Pirelli is having a bit of trouble with his conditions. Check up on Pirelli. But Sig has actually got his lights on now, which I'm not entirely sure why. It's not all too dark.
You never know with these guys, they'll do something just to do it, and also the reason why they got to do the headlights.
Yeah.
So we've done 20 minutes so far, and the gaps are still closing and the rain's getting heavier. But it's going to be a decision on who makes the pit stop first. Is it going to be one of the lead guys, or is it going to be one of the back guys, one of the guys at the back, and everyone else is going to follow who? And Pirelli is under pressure from his teammate. He's down in third, and battling for the championship for. Which has at the start of the stream,
final race.
At the start of the stream, you said, Chris, that about Kashnit. It looked like it was just going to go Kashnit's way this season, and it's done a totally different thing, isn't it? It's sort of been a weird season, really. It sort of went from driver A being Kashnit being the dominant driver to being driver B in the second half of the season, which was Pirelli. Bringing back some of the points, and now the two teammates of Ferrari B are now battling for the championship, first place in the championship.
Yeah.
I don't think Kashnit will be too happy if he loses the second place in the championship to a teammate on the final
but also,
round.
It should have been this double points. It would have been a 2014 all over again.
Yeah.
Then, in theory, Sig would have been able to win, or at least no. Yeah, he would have actually been able to win it, because it is a 288 minus 340. Yeah, it would be almost exactly a 60-point difference, almost.
Ooh.
So if Pirelli and Sig were to, Pirelli and Kashnit were to DNF, or some other reason, and Sig would technically win the championship on the last race.
It wouldn't. It would be to do with how many wins.
Pardon?
It's to do with how many times the driver won.
Yeah, no, but no, because if they both DNF, then Sig would win by 2 points.
Oh. Now that's a lot of spray going into sector 2, so I think there'll be a pit stops coming up very, very shortly as you watch Cash in it. Looks to be
Sig catching up a little bit, almost, yeah, under a second now. Pirelli is struggling a bit in these conditions, and if you're struggling now already, you know, going onto the wets, you're not going to have all too much extra grip. You will have a fair bit better, but it won't be drastically more.
Oh no, yeah.
Remember, Sig isn't really Pirelli's fight for the championship, so you might actually just let him go and fight with Kashnit, because he just has to finish in front or just behind Kashnit.
Yeah.
So if Sig wins and after the 2-second gap to Kashnit and Pirelli's in third, then Pirelli has won the championship. Actually, what is the gap between second and third?
Nothing, because they're side by side.
Pardon?
I know, tell like it's Sig and Pirelli that are side by side.
I mean in points. But Sig is actually passed, but I think Pirelli did leave him a bit of a gap there.
Yeah, he went down the inside
really...
down towards turn 1, and Pirelli tried to get him back, it didn't work. As Pirelli actually dropped his pace there a little bit. I think he's just trying to conserve his fuel and his tyres. With the track getting worse with the rain. And this track is going to be really bad for aquaplaning. It's on a mountain.
Actually, if Kashnit ends in second, then Pirelli can be in fourth. Because that's exactly a 7-point difference, which means they would have exactly the same points then, and Kashnit would win because he's got more race wins.
Yeah.
So Pirelli really has to be 1 point or 1 place behind Kashnit.
So with 2 minutes remaining of the first half an hour, the SIG's done. They're up to 19 laps so far. So I'd say about. I want to say like 50 or 53 laps, I think 54 laps.
Let me work this out. I've been very good at working these things out. So it's taken 28 minutes, 28 minutes and seconds. That's what 60. That's 1,680 seconds. So answer divided by 90. It'll be. Oh no, that's how much it is. So if we. That's 60 minutes divided by 60, times 60. 3,600 seconds. Why did I do that with my calculator? No. But in any case, it's 3,600 seconds divided by 1 minute 30. So they would do 40 laps if it would remain dry, but I also don't know if that will happen. And Cashnet's about to overtake Pirelli. Pirelli getting on the brakes slightly earlier or later. And he's held his position full now, but Cashnet.
And this is a championship battle here. And is Pirelli going to keep it on the outside?
It's not really a championship battle quite yet because Pirelli obviously has got a bit of a points gap.
There is spray, so this is
spray, which means this will be the last lap before pits.
Pirelli is just. I don't know what's up with Pirelli's car. Is Pirelli got less fuel than Cashnet?
Let's see. No, just about less fuel, about a litre less.
Yes.
Actually, exactly a litre less almost. Sigur's got medium fuel, the middle of both of those two. Flip has got the most of all of them, but obviously just to get to the same point. Yeah, but I think it's also only in certain spots, because if you see there where Lonnie is, there's almost no spray, but I don't know if that's just because of how far away the camera is.
Yeah.
No, in the second sector there's almost no spray.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's got something to do with lag, or if the spray just magically disappeared. Well, in any case, Pirelli is going to pits now. Actually, to slow down in time. No penalty there. Sig also pitted? No. Sig and Cashnet haven't pitted yet. But I think they also saw that the spray had disappeared. But if the spray does come back, obviously Pirelli will be on the advantage. Flip also in the pits, Lonnie not in the pits. And the spray is back in the second sector, which means Pirelli should have a small bit of an advantage. And then it's gone again, but that could be camera rendering. Let's see. When they get closer, yeah, there is spray. So Pirelli did actually maybe make the right call there. It's obviously not very much spray, but do remember, third sector is actually uphill, the entire part, so you will see a lot less spray there. Let's see now. Pirelli. Catching up to Aguilera now.
Yeah.
But I think these wet tyres will help the most with the corner that really is about to go into this long curve here. Because it is downhill and then goes uphill again. You can just see the amount of spray there. Going back uphill, should be slightly less. See now if Cashnit is going into the pits now. Wait, okay, no, they still have to complete their laps, but Pirelli now coming up to the end of his lap. It'll be slightly interesting to see what happens in the third sector because the spray gets big there. Then it should be pretty undrivable in the second sector.
Yeah,
it's all pretty downhill.
And Cashnit and Sig are still out on track.
Yeah, but
struggling.
they're behind Pirelli. But Pirelli is actually catching quite a fair bit of time.
Is he?
Only in the pits now. Pirelli's catching almost a second every like measurement. He's catching 2/10 every measurement, so he's going quite a bit faster. See if Sig dives into the pits now. Yeah, he's staying right, which means he's going into the pits, cashing it. Going from left to right, which, yeah, he's also going to the pits. Let's see where they come out in reference to Pirelli then, who should have had a bit of an advantage. Because he was, the entire time that they were on slicks, he was on wets. Which means the entire time he was gaining time. He has got quite a bit of lap to go.
That was an Aguilator off.
Ah, let's see, Aguilator, yeah. Going very slowly here.
Lane already, or into the boxes?
They're into their boxes now. Yeah, they can see the tyre change there. Go to Pirelli again, see where he comes out in reference to them. Come on, Pirelli, get close. Okay, so fuel is done, but it is tyre changes now.
Yeah, so tyre change for cashing it now, and
obviously damage,
slick tyres and damage. Yeah, and he's been put down, and he is going as well as Sig is.
Sig is going.
Sig has
actually
made a jump on him.
Only going now. Pirelli has lost a fair bit of time though, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can salvage something on him. Actually, he might be gaining time on them because they just came out of their pits. Let's see what the gap is now then. No, he's lost a significant amount of time. Yeah, he's down at 5 seconds now.
You know what's really annoying me?
What?
You know I just showed you my photo of my car?
Yeah?
There's a really nice sunset going on.
Should have done it now.
Yeah, I should have done it, but I can't because I'm streaming.
Yeah. But anyways, this is actually still a very good position for Pirelli, because as long as Flips doesn't get anywhere near him, he should still win the championship.
You mean Cashnit?
So Pirelli now, Cashnit has to win now.
Cashnit is in the lead of the championship, I'm pretty sure.
No, Pirelli's in the lead by 7 points.
Oh, is it? Is he? I didn't realise.
Yeah. He won last race and Cashnit in second.
Oh yes.
So Cashnit just has to keep a 2-second gap to Sig and he will win the championship. No pressure Cashnit.
I didn't pay attention, honestly. But we had a. I will just double check that. I don't believe you. Pirelli's leading the championship, you idiot. Oh yeah.
I said that. Okay. Pirelli is gaining time on Cashnit though. Oh, Cashnit getting a little bit blocked there by ID4, I believe that is. Cashnit did lose a lot of time.
Has anyone taking over Flip's seat?
What do you mean?
Siphonite's seat.
Suki. Siphonite, is he moving?
No, because Siphonite's not here.
Siphonite's right here.
Oh yeah. No, I've not paid attention.
Clearly.
Well, at this point in time,
it
looks like Sig and the Durex Racing team are gonna keep second in the constructors championship as well.
Pardon?
We haven't made a joke. We haven't made a Durex joke yet. I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah, we have to think of that one. But this will be a bit of just a time battle between.
Well, no, I've already made that one already this season.
Which one then?
It was to do with the tyre blankets being condoms, keeping the tyres warm.
Yeah. Gotta keep the tires protected.
Yes.
Gotta keep all the appendages protected.
All the appendages protected.
Yeah. You can just see the absolute spray there. But who is actually battling there? No, it's literally it's ID4 and Hatchker who are actually teammates. They're getting very close and a little bit chummy there, so let's hope that there's no teammate crashing. 3 seconds later. This is allowing if Pirelli can time this right, he will get a lot of slipstream coming up the main straight. It'll just help him get pulled a bit towards catching it. Catching also not really having a lot of fun with back markers I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But this second sector he has actually lost a lot of time.
Oh my god, the sunset looks sick.
There's Aggregator letting catching it through. There's Mike or somebody there. Also going quite wide to allow people through. This is really just for catching it. He has to just keep that 2 second gap, but it's not really seeming like a very easy task to do. Not getting a good exit at all of that last corner.
No, and really, there's a little bit of time on the track.
But Pirelli, I think he knows he just needs to keep that gap to flip. It's obviously not going to be very exciting racing then. Hatchka of Sweden has backed off of ID4 though, so there's going to be no teammate squabbling there.
And it's by the time they got 50 minutes remaining, and Sig is still leading the way.
Okay, so the average time has dropped, so let's see then. 50 minutes, 50 times 60 is... Why am I doing these basic things out of my head? Or on my calculator, but that's 3,000 seconds. Divided by, say, 97. So they'll do about 31 laps from here, which will lead them on to about 57. Lap 57 will roughly be the last lap.
Yeah. Seeing what's the lap time like for Pirelli? Pirelli's last lap time was
1:38.0. So
1:37.5. So he's actually losing time.
He's getting a little bit of time, but he did have a ID4 in front of him, giving a little bit of cheeky slipstream. Flashing his lights there to let ID4 know that ID4 is not racing him. ID4 should really be getting out of the way now. There'll be blue flags screaming at him. There we go.
Yeah.
Braking slightly earlier. But it doesn't get the rules for the Le Mans race, and apparently, if you're being lapped, you shouldn't like go off the racing line and stuff like that. But I thought that was really weird because I thought, you know, you'd want to get out of the way as quick as possible. But like I thought it was actually like after a time, it seems a little bit more logical because then you're more predictable.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
I found suspension again.
Pardon?
I found more suspension.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna lower my Fiesta.
You're gonna lower it? Oh.
I'm making it look... Oh my... Chris, I've got a problem!
What?
The sky's purple.
Sky's purple?
Yeah, a pinky purple, and it would be a great shot for photos. And okay, I'm sending you this photo. I can get it.
Just go real quick. I can handle it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna take like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I need.
Well, then you shouldn't.
I can, but I'm gonna get like the background of my road. I want to get like. I want to go down the road and go onto the top of the mountain. There's a mountain down the road for me.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, Chris.
See RMJ closing up very much now to a Yeves dog.
The photo that I sent you doesn't
Get your Hogwarts Express. Pardon?
No, the photo I just sent you doesn't make it look purple / pink, but it's orange. It looks sick.
Yeah.
But ARMJ is trying to get past Yeves dog, and Yeves is a little bit deep there, and that's given ARMJ the opportunity to go down the outside line in towards the left-hander. And Yeves dog trucks it down the inside, and they made contact, and they bumped there. And near on contact again.
That was nearly. I don't think that was quite contact, but that was very nearly contact.
Chris, what do you think of that photo? That sky looks sick, doesn't it?
It does.
I bet she's got a fight with it.
You see, Lonnie is actually in front of Flip now. The Flip not really liking these rain conditions at all. I do think he spun though. Because he was just 30 seconds and now he's 40 seconds behind. So he lost a lot of time somewhere. This is obviously really just helping Pirelli though. If the people behind him are losing time, he just has to hope that Cash in it does not gain time on Sig. But Sig is just firing away in the lap times. But the rain is actually starting to look like it's becoming a little bit lighter. So you can actually see that there's puddles forming on the road, which means that the rain is starting to stop. Maybe catching it
few more people
a little bit
in the stream now, and Sig could be on to get his first win if that carries on like this. He's got a big gap on the others.
Cashing it. But if you can keep this gap though, obviously it's not great for cashing it. Cashing it obviously wants to be under 2 seconds of Sig. I just check penalties again. Yeah, nothing of the top boys changed.
Yeah.
But if Sig can hold that gap, he will win. And if he wins, then Cashing it loses the championship.
So at this point in time, it's we're at half race distance now, and the rain's actually clearing up, and there's only, oh my god, what was pink is now turning darker.
Darker? Well, I mean, that's sort of what happens to the sky, you know?
Yeah, I know, but it's like turning, like the clouds going from orange to pink. Oh mate.
You're getting your parts from Amazon?
Yeah. Because everywhere else in the UK is absolute rubbish.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they're the springs that are 60 mil dropped it by 6 centimeters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go line that up with my car in a minute.
Oh, Cashnet's lagging a lot.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
If he has a disconnect, that's sort of immediate game over.
Uh-oh. This could be happening, yeah?
And if he disconnects, and it doesn't matter where Pirelli ends, he could DNF himself, and he will win the championship.
Yes. He could win the championship. So he's not looking on board with Pirelli. Cashin, I mean. It actually does look like he's fine on the
This
mini-map.
is Pirelli.
When we were on the mini-map, he looked perfectly fine. So I think that was just a slight problem there. And I think I'm gonna bring my bottle down from the windowsill and close my curtains. Do you know why?
Why?
So I'm gonna keep going on about this guy being lovely.
But look at the last lap of Sick and Cashin.
Oh,
Cashin
Lord.
is barely faster.
He's not even faster. It's more of a closer.
That's pretty much level pegging. So then we have as that is a Project Speed Boy, not on the correct line there, is going to pit. No.
Chris, I'm gonna be back in a minute.
Getting out of the way. Okay. No, that's not flipped. That is Siphonite getting out of the new way there. You can see that. But Pirelli just trying to hold that gap to Lonnie, as we see Lonnie and Flip fighting now. Flip really just trying to get that 4th place back after his DNF last race. He will be needing it. I do believe he has the exact same amount of points as Siphonite, but I'll just quickly check up on that. He is also fighting with Lonnie, I think, in the championship, so... Let's just make sure. You see Flip just trying to get closer, trying to close down that gap. Yes, no, it's Siphonite and Lonnie who are on exactly the same amount of points, and Flip just in front of them, 8 points ahead. So for now, Flip will get in front of him in 4th in the championship. But Lonnie will obviously be looking for these points to get in front of Siphonite. This corner is really hard to judge because, especially if it's wet, you can just see, you think you need to stick a lot more right than you actually do have to. Because if it were to be something more like what Monza has, where it starts off narrow and then goes wide, you would normally stick a lot more right because you understeer at the end of the corner. With that corner, you actually stick a lot more left because it's the exact opposite of what Monza has. You see a bit of the back side of Lonnie there, but you can see the first corner quite well there. Just doing an entire on-board lap here. We're on the 4th turn now, turn 4. This corner is where a lot of time can be gained or lost because going into the right gear is key there. This corner also a pretty difficult one because it goes downhill the entire way, so you are braking downhill, and then it goes uphill actually. But just on the curb there. At the irritating corner.
Oh, it's a wet track.
Up to last.
A very, very wet track.
Yeah, the flip-flip just trying to get a good exit on Lonnie. He might have done here. Just using the slipstream to drag himself closer. Getting back trackside now.
I took a couple of photos on my car.
Okay.
I took them on my camera.
Really... Ah, nice.
Ooh.
The flip-flip not really being able to make much of a difference there in terms of time. Flip-flip just trying to look wherever he can actually get some form of overtake done. All of this is very good news for this man here. Cannot afford to lose a place. This man not really being able to catch up to the leader. It's also very good for Pirelli. As the time between Sig and Kashner has actually dropped now to 5 seconds temporarily. But Kashner had a monster run out of the last corner. Or Sig had an absolute mech also. Supposed to be. Kashner in the first sector showing his pace a little bit there. Gaining a lot of time. Wait, oh no, okay. There's something weird with Yevzdog. It showed his time as 3 minutes behind. So there's actually a bit of battle. Not quite, but it's forming between Razy Real and Yevzdog, who has fallen back even further.
I'm just gonna get the live stream up.
Is he still on slicks? Because he has got absolutely no pace.
He is on slicks.
He is on slicks. Look at his last lap time, 2:23. That might have been a pit stop. I think he thought it was dry than it is. Yeah. Just trying to trundle his way back to the pits. Into the pits we must go. Yeah.
Everyone keeps posting photos of their cars and stuff in the sunlight, and it looks so good.
Flip-flip and Lonnie. Flip-flip's gotten ahead of Lonnie again. We missed that fight, but Lonnie looking feisty coming through the main straight. I'm going to leave you with this battle. I'm probably going to go say goodnight to my parents.
Right, so Lonnie's now going towards the first corner, and he's just got a little bit of a gap as Yevzdog disconnecting. That was Yevzdog disconnecting. So yeah, Lonnie's not got close enough yet to make a position, and he's taking quite a wide line for an overtake.
I'm back.
Time. Yeah, we've had a Yevzdog disconnect.
Pardon? Oh, Yevzdog disconnected. Was it disconnected or left?
Probably both.
Yeah, the quote-unquote network error.
Yeah. The hell? Apparently, 3 years ago, it was so hot in Minnesota that it would make it created this, created the ground to like rise and make a jump in the motorway. Imagine that.
You're going 160 kilometers an hour because you're a rebel, and then suddenly you're just flying through the air.
Yeah.
As we see, actually the rain has stopped.
Rain has stopped and it's got sunny, but
which means it is now a bit of a race to dry the track up again.
Yeah.
If we can have for the last pit stop phase a dry phase, that would be very nice. It will obviously mean whoever maybe had maybe counting on dry times for the last half an hour or so, they will definitely have to be paced though. And it looked like Pirelli was very quick in the dry, so we could see a bit of an uprise in his lap times. But you can actually already see in the lap times, it went from a 33.6 last lap to a 133 this lap. You can also see that the spray, it's almost non-existent now. Except through there, obviously where it goes downhill.
And yeah, so 30 minutes remaining, and
you can see that there's actually no spray there even.
And possibly another pit stop for these guys, and
Cashin definitely finding the drying up phase a little bit harder because your tires will be getting a lot warmer. Obviously, warm tires are good, hot tires are not good.
Yeah, no, that is true. And, there is no major battles going on at this point in time, other than Flip who's got past Lonnie now. No, Lonnie was trying to get past Flip, wasn't it? So Lonnie's going to try to look to the inside line, he's not going to do it there, and keeps it behind. As Flip keeps 4th place from Lonnie.
For now.
Yeah, for now. So we're going up to the end of this lap, so they're going on about 40th. No, 38th lap.
But this is definitely the most tense race we've had because it's so big.
He went straight on into the final corner, but he's got the power now and trying to get back past Lonnie now, and they're side by side going down the home straight. Lonnie looks to be a slight bit slower with the engine wear and or the slipstream, but he's now brought it back in that final gear. The final gear is a lot quicker for Lonnie, but Flip's got the
this is just an absolute
acceleration.
drag race.
The drag race is won by Lonnie there, but it's now all down to Flip to try and get him back through the corners. And Flip's got the power down through that corner, and he's actually closed up slightly. He comes to the top.
I thought these two were battling for the championship, but at this rate, I don't believe it's an 8-point difference. So
no. So Flip's trying to look for any place that's possible, try and make an overtake. He could possibly look to the inside line into the next corner. He's got the power down. He's closing up. He's closing. Cashnet's in the pits.
Behind him and then just send it. Cashnet's in the pits. It's going to be doing a... This will be actually pretty interesting because you can see there is a little bit of spray still.
Yeah, that's in the pit lane though.
Freddy's also in the pits. She's responding to Cashnet. Looks like... Not a tyre change, just a fuel change. Let's see, Pirelli. Is he going to be doing a tyre change? No, he's also
the battle, the Lonnie and Flip battle is still going on. It's quite close still. They're actually wheel to wheel, and Lonnie with that top end speed is probably going to be able to pull a gap now but Flip's going to try and close it in on the back
exactly
of
the same
and get a slipstream.
place though.
Yep.
I think Lonnie's acceleration through the 6th gear is a little bit quicker, but
yep.
Flip's just top end speed is slightly better. So
yeah.
got acceleration and no.
But Flip's is a better pull away, better launch speed from like first gear.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the low gears. Got better low end gear speed. And yeah.
Ollie almost getting offline there.
Yeah, leaving it offline and
dangerous.
could have ruined that point for him. But Flip is struggling with the grip on those tyres.
Sig responding now to Captain and Pirelli pitting. Lap 40.
So,
is he going to go for the tyre change?
Yeah.
No, he's also not going for a tyre change, which is curious.
He isn't going for tyre change. Tyre change is after the
He's not. His tyre changers have stood back, so there's no tyre change.
True.
There isn't. There also wasn't a tyre change for cashing it. Look, yeah, see, no tyre change. Which is a bit curious because there's no spray anymore. You can see here. And I doubt that these guys are going to be able to last 26 laps on these worn wets.
Yeah, I don't think they are going to be able to make it as you think it's.
See, this isn't great for Pirelli though, because he has just lost a whole wad of time. But so is cashing it actually. It's a bit curious why they didn't change to slicks, because there's absolutely no spray now, and you don't really see puddles or anything. So. But obviously, Flip's chances are now, or Pirelli's chances are now up to this man.
So with 25, or just under 25 minutes remaining, it's Sig's keeping that gap between him and Cashin at the moment, and it's all worked out for him. But Pirelli is quite far behind.
Yeah, I'm also going to check out how much fuel, because they should have fueled up to the end, but maybe one of them have made a mistake.
Sig's on 51, that's going to easily make it to the end, I think.
51, well let's see then, because, see now. 6, catching its last lap. 131, while Pirelli's was 129, so Pirelli is slightly faster now in the dry conditions. But is he overusing his tyres?
We didn't see Flip getting past Lonnie again. And and Allo Champs is on the back of Lonnie as well now. There's a three-way battle for fourth place. Lonnie, Flip, and Allo Champs.
Yeah,
that's just
Allo
ahead.
Champs is not really too close though.
There's a spinner up the head of Sig.
Let's see what it is. Yeah, it passes him. That might not be a spinner. I think that's Aguilera. No, it isn't. Who is it?
No, it's
94.
94.
Who is nowhere to be seen.
He's behind a wall.
Well, in any case, let's see how much fuel he has used. 49.3. That is 2.5 liters. So 49.1 divided by 2.5. He can do 19.6 laps. Times that by say 90 or his last lap. He can do that many seconds divided by 60. He can do 29 laps. Yeah, he's good to go. And I think all these other guys will be good to go as well.
29 minutes, you mean?
Let's see what Pirelli can do though, because he has shown that he has got a bit of pace in the dry.
Oh yeah, Ferrari's easily making it.
Throw back. I'm back. Is looking a lot more like a cash or a Pirelli championship now.
Yeah. I don't see Cashnet closing in.
Well, he realistically only has to catch up 3 seconds, but the question is, can he do it?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him do it before, but Sig does seem to have the pace advantage. Cashnet does seem to be very quick in the third sector, but he seems to be a lot slower in the first and second, so he does lose a lot of time there. But if only does hold this position, this will mean that he will overtake second in the championship. Cashnet getting... Ooh! Cashnet gets taken out!
Cashnet and that's Aguilera?
Not Aguilera. ID4 is disconnected, so it's not him. It's Hatchker Sweden.
Yeah.
Which has essentially given Pirelli the championship.
You never know. With 19 seconds to go. 19 seconds to go, 19 minutes to go. But
it doesn't seem like Cashnet got too injured from that. Maybe just a little bit of suspension damage, but not really much more than that. ARMJ in the pits and Hatchker as well.
Hatchker with the damage that he's got, yeah, the rest pitting. And the penalty that Sig's got, has it increased? Or not? I don't know. It's still the same. 50-second penalty for Mike there. Wow.
That'll be speeding the pit lane multiple times.
Yeah, but Sig is on his 46th lap, and that's on to his 47th lap, so it's looking to be quite a...
According to my calculations, about 10 more laps to go. That gap Cashnet has to get, though, is ever increasing. Yeah, it does seem to consistently get a good run every last corner, though. So. And then first corner, you just can't get the power down, it seems.
And what's it there? 16.
Cashnet getting a little bit of tail hack
16 seconds for 16 minutes. I swear to God, this company keeps retweeting, or keeps posting their sale every time I go onto my Instagram. It's the company that do the alloys for my car. So if you guys want to donate me any money, donate me money for my 18th birthday, which is on Tuesday, I would like it. I would greatly appreciate that. I have got no money because I'm an absolute idiot and spent it on rubbish. By that meaning, I spent 50 quid on a foam lance to snow foam the car. The alloys I want is 400 quid. So if you guys want to give me some money towards it, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm not before any of the admins look at this, I am not forcing them to give me money. I'm asking for some money.
You have just become a ethot.
Ethot. Ethot. Wait, that's 16 inch. Oh no.
I know something else that's 16 inch.
You are funny. I think my wheels are 14 inches. Oh.
That's actually pretty small tires.
I think they might be smaller. I want to double check that in a second.
Well, you have to check that because if you're going to get 16-inch alloys on your 14-inch tires,
you need more tires. Wait, no, because if I go and put in my model of my car, does it change it? Because it says put your details of your car. It's the 2001. No, they're still 16 inches.
oh, then you're, then you've probably got
I'm a bit destroyed. The smallest set is like, the size 15. The smallest is 15 inch.
Yeah, smaller than 15 inch you don't really get anymore.
I'd like to have black alloy, not black. Wait, I might email this company, honestly. I might just see if they can do me the alloys, but just do me 14 inches. 14.
Well, it'll probably cost you more then. It'll be custom.
Well, they've got up to 50% sale on, so custom.
You can just brag about your custom alloys. Your 2001 Ford Fiesta.
Ford Fiesta 2001. These alloys, which are silver, you get them for £94 a piece.
Huh. Oh, somebody else has spun. I think it was activated, but it could be somebody else. I actually have no idea who it was. No, it wasn't Cash. No, it wasn't. Could have actually, no, couldn't have been Freddy either. But Cash is just really losing a lot of time, and I don't know if it's because of damage from that crash with Hatcher, or if it's just he just doesn't have the natural pace.
I've just realised if I go with 16-inch, I'll have to. I'm just gonna see him. But rotor tires, rotor wheels. Let's see if they've got anything. Rarerings.co.uk. Let's see if they've got any wheels that would fit on my Fiesta. Tires. Why do I want? I don't want tires. I want wheels.
Rims.
Yeah, all wheels. Do all wheels. There we go. 19s, 17s, 15s. Oh, Chris, I'm in the goods. How much were they? Yeah, not for that price.
Okay.
150 quid a piece.
Jesus, a piece.
Yeah.
So if you want all four tires, which I'm assuming you want, that's going to cost you
Quite a lot of money.
it's going to cost you 600 quid.
1 minute, let's see. Let's go into. Let's see if they've got any more alloys. Oh, 9. Blue 16s.
Oh, somebody spun it.
That would be.
And it appears to be hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I am French.
I'm Bulgarian.
I speak Français. I say hello.
Hello. Why do they have so much 17-inch? I don't want 17-inch. I want 15-inch. I think they're 15. I don't know.
So we've got 9 minutes remaining, and 9 seconds for the gap between Cashnet and Sig, which has so far only been getting bigger. I think Pirelli's going to win this championship on luck. I'm not going to lie.
Pirelli ain't going to win the championship. Look after that.
I mean, if we look at the last couple of races he's done, he's shown he is championship worthy, but this obviously isn't the way you want to win a championship. But who won last season?
I don't know. I found more companies with alloys. Wait, I found another company that do suspension. Ford. Fiesta. 2001.
2001.
Coilovers. Chris,
Yeah?
I can get coilovers.
But I know nothing about suspension, so
Basically,
saying
this,
coilovers
you know when you do like adjusting setup on Project Cars 2, you
Yeah.
can adjust the ride height.
yeah.
I can do that to my Fiesta. Yeah, for an expensive budget. Jesus.
How much do they cost?
I'm seeing them quite expensive. The first one I
Maybe the
saw was
stickers
500 quid.
dropped, or Jesus, okay.
Then that's all for.
Yeah. But I'm looking at the times now. Cashner has actually been able to. Well, in the third sector he's very quick, but when he comes back onto the straight, he's just got no pace, and I'm not entirely sure why. Unless he's got like some stupid amount of downforce, because in the third sector he gains a lot of time, and then he just all of a sudden loses all of it in the back straight or the home straight.
Lowest to highest, what's the cheapest set of coilovers? The cheapest coilovers is I mountain. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to find that out after. That's true. So the cheapest coilovers I can see are £300. And they're from
Per or all?
the cheapest one I've got, I can see that's for my car. It's £555.
Per or for all?
Huh?
Per tire or for all?
All for suspension.
Okay.
It's £555.
Okay.
But you can adjust them like as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As we see, catch it coming now to lap Allo champs. So we are now in the last 5 minutes. We can do a quick little check to see if anybody still has a pit. Doesn't look like it though. Everyone should make it to the end.
So 5 minutes.
It's all up to whether. Okay. Yeah, but it really the championship rests on Sig and cashing it now. Because Freddy is too far away to actually do anything. And now Cashley just has to catch up to Sig, keep the gap at under 2 seconds, and he wins the championship. That is obviously easier said than done.
1 minute, I found cheaper coilovers.
You shouldn't just go for the cheapest coilovers you can find.
£205.
Cool.
That's for the
But then
wrong
what's
bloody
like the-
car! Euro performance, is this what fit on my car? No, that's a Mark 7.
Because we are actually going to go over the 57 mark. I think also only by 1 lap, so...
I'm not paying 600 quid for them. It's alright, it doesn't fit on my car. Ah! I'm having a mare. Ah! Ah!
So I think we will actually end on lap 58, which will be 1 lap over what I estimated.
One close. Okay, Burton Power, yeah, that's the place I need to go to. Yeah, you can bore off for that. I've just gone on the taxed each £1,000.
So there'll be one more lap after this one, and then it should... No, there'll be one lap, yeah, one lap after this lap, and then it will be race done. And unless Kashnik can gain 3 seconds now, the championship is in Ferrari's hands. But in Ferrari's car, they shouldn't be celebrating too soon. Sig makes a mistake, and Ferrari can't get past Sig. Then it will be game over for Ferrari. Obviously, with only 2 laps to go, everything counts now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Sig will be doing Ferrari a bit of a solid and just keep driving full speed, not slowing down at all. But I think Sig will be wanting this this maiden win.
Yeah. So now, with a minute remaining, we've got Sig leading the way by 4 seconds, and Chris is disconnected. Chris has died on me in the final minute, so we're now going to watch Sig for the final lap. Nice. So Sig will come on to his final lap now. And this will be lap 58. And coming down to the line. Well, he's on to the final lap now. 44 seconds left. He isn't going to be able to do a lap. But what he's got to do is hold out this gap to cashing it to get the position. He only has a 2-second penalty, whereas Ferrari has a 5-second penalty. So this is actually looking okay for Sig here. And what he's got to do is finish 3 seconds ahead, and he's 5 seconds up at the moment. So Ferrari looks like he's going a bit slower, but he's going to cross the line with 5 seconds remaining, and he's going to complete another lap for the race. But that is one of the cars letting him pass. I think that was Hijacker. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Durex joke tonight. Wait, Sig drives Durex. Well, the Durex condoms have kept the car on the track tonight. Hey, here's one. So, that sponsorship from Durex has helped out keep the rubber a bit smoother and kept the car on the track. And Sig comes across the line to finish the race, and Sig gets his first or second win in the season. I'll double check that quickly. Standings, results. Sig will be. This will be Sig's 3rd win in the season, and waiting on Ferrari and a few other drivers ahead of him to cross the line, and. So Ferrari comes across the line to get second, but win the championship on the final round. So that's Ferrari taking championship win, and the next few cars to come down to the line. Unfortunately, we won't be able to go on to any other few as Chris has died on us in the last minute. So we just got to wait for the other cars to finish. And there's only, I think, 3 or 4 now. I think Kashnik has just gone away and just gone for a little drive. Someone's entered the pit lane on the final lap. ARMJ has entered the pit lane on the final lap. I don't know why. And that is Sid going for a little bit of a... There he goes. Just to celebrate his win a little bit more. That is the win from him there. As we get I'm getting a comment in the stream. Just double check. Let me just see what that comment is. So yeah, thank you for that. And the confirmation is Sig taking the win of the race with 2 seconds spare. Then it's cashing it in second, Ferrelli third, Flip fourth, Lonnie fifth, Allo Champ sixth, ARMJ in seventh, Agulator in eighth, AA Reezy in ninth, 10th is Gaming VR. Gonna go down. Hijacker was in 11th. Cypher Knight was 11th. Hijacker 12th. Mike 13th, and that is it for the drivers who stayed in the race. And we had 3 disconnections of ID4, Suki, and Yever's dog. So we only lost 3 drivers tonight, and for the final round of the season in the LMP2 series, and also the the Gavra Racing series on Project Cars 2 for the season. It's been a good end to the season, and teammates battling for the championship, and congratulations to Ferrelli on the championship, on the win of the championship. As in the two weeks time, it's the what's it called, the Clash of Clans race, which I expect drivers like Ferrelli and Cash in it to be in. And then after that, I'm pretty sure is the summer seasons, which is about, I think, 5 rounds of each of the tracks. So guys, if you want to get involved in that, go onto the website and apply for them. But that's been my final commentary in the GT2s, the LMP2s, and Gavra Racing for this season. And thank you guys for coming to watch me and my multiple commentators this season. Dutch being the longest commentator with me, who has been great help, and hopefully we'll get to see some. I get to commentate on a few other drivers, or race with them. But you guys can keep up to date with my other commentaries, which is the F1 on Tuesday, which I won't be doing next week because it is my 18th birthday and I'm out for my birthday, so I need to commentate for that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and if you don't come back, we'll see you on the summer season or Clash of Clans. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Put the post notifications on for anything in the next live. And thank you guys for coming back to the stream throughout the season. And I don't know if you guys have enjoyed the streams, but thank you guys for watching, and I will be off. Chris is already gone, so I'm going to say bye from Chris for you. So Chris said goodbye. That was me by that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.